Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a crucial financial transition, going from a responsible saver to a confident investor without risking your basic financial security.
Okay, let's think about this for a second. You've done the right thing, right? You've been super disciplined, and you save up a chunk of money every single month. You feel financially responsible. But is leaving absolutely all of that money just sitting in a bank actually holding you back? Are you, in a way, actually making yourself poorer?
Picture this. You open up your banking app and you see this tiny, almost invisible 0.5% interest rate. Suddenly it hits you. Having $10,000 just sitting there, it's only making you about $50 after an entire year. Meanwhile, you hear everyone else talking about compound growth and the stock market, and you kind of start wondering, am I doing this wrong? Well, saving money is a fantastic first step, absolutely. But saving alone rarely builds real life-changing wealth. So to cut through the noise and eliminate that financial overwhelm, we've broken this explainer down into a simple step-by-step ladder. We're going to cover 1, the trap of only saving, 2, the magic of compounding, 3, building your emergency fund, 4, starting your index investments, and 5, surviving market roller coasters.
All right, section 1, the trap of only saving. We really have to start with what might sound like a controversial truth. Saving money alone will almost never make you wealthy. Think about the mental shift you need to make here. Keeping all your money in savings is exactly like storing seeds in a glass jar. You're protecting them, for sure. They are perfectly safe, but nothing grows in a jar. Investing, on the other hand, is like planting those seeds in the dirt. At first, it looks messy, and you definitely don't see results right away, but give it time and those seeds grow into something much, much bigger. Moving on to section 2, the magic of compounding. Now, I know the math can sometimes feel a bit intimidating, but the most crucial point is right here. Let's look at a 20-year period. If you put $10,000 into a standard savings account at a typical 1% interest rate, you end up with about $12,200. Not terrible. But if you look at the historical 10% average return of the S&P 500, that exact same 10 grand turns into $67,000. It is the exact same starting money, but a totally different universe of an outcome.
Because of that staggering difference, we arrive at this really fascinating realization. The biggest wealth gap out there usually isn't between people who save and people who spend. It's actually between those who save and those who invest. So why do so many people get stuck? Well, it's not the math, it's psychology. Saving feels inherently safe because you can see it, and it doesn't suddenly drop 5% on a random Tuesday afternoon. Investing comes with emotional volatility, and that just makes it feel incredibly risky.
Which brings us to section 3, building your emergency fund. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, but what if I lose my savings in the market? And you know what? That is a completely fair fear. That is exactly why, before you invest a single dime, you need to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up in cold, hard cash. This is purely your safety money. It just stays in savings. It is strictly there for unexpected problems, a job loss, a blown transmission, or a sudden medical bill. You do not invest this money. And here is the really interesting behavioral truth behind that rule. The absolute biggest reason people panic sell their investments at a massive loss is simply because they suddenly need cash and they need it right now. An emergency fund literally protects your investments from your own life. It allows your growth money to safely ride the waves up and down without you ever being forced to pull it out at the wrong time. All right, section 4, starting your index investments. Once you've mentally separated that safety money from your growth money, you are finally ready to begin. Now, beginners often make this huge mistake of jumping straight into complicated, flashy strategies. Day trading, options, crypto speculation, you name it. But honestly, the simplest route almost always beats the complex ones. An index fund is just the perfect starting point. Instead of stressing out trying to guess and pick individual winning stocks, an index fund just lets you buy a tiny slice of the whole market. You are instantly diversifying across hundreds of companies at once. It's basically a built-in recipe for lower risk, long-term growth. In fact, the most powerful investing strategy is, well, it's actually pretty boring. Legendary investor Warren Buffett himself has repeatedly championed this exact same strategy. He strongly recommends simple, low-cost index funds for the everyday investor. When you realize you can invest like a billionaire just by keeping things incredibly simple, that's a pretty fantastic light bulb moment.
Let's break down the staggering power of just being consistent with these index funds. Imagine you put just $300 a month into the market for 25 years, getting an 8% average return. You personally only contributed $90,000 out of your own pocket over that whole time. But thanks to the magic of compounding, you earned roughly $195,000 in pure investment growth. The vast majority of your wealth was just generated completely automatically in the background.
Finally, Section 5, Surviving Market Roller Coasters.
Of course, taking that initial leap can feel super uncomfortable. And you're probably wondering, what happens if the market just crashes? The news headlines will definitely get dramatic. But you have to remember, market crashes are a completely normal historical occurrence. They happen. Experienced investors don't panic. They stay perfectly calm. Why? Because they know that when the market drops, their steady monthly contributions are actually buying more shares at a major discount. That setup paves the way for massive gains when things inevitably recover. Remember, really successful investors think in decades, not days.
So to wrap up this explainer, here is your clear, entirely stress-free roadmap. Step 1, secure a 3 to 6 months emergency fund in cash. Step 2, mentally separate your cash into a safety bucket and a growth bucket. Step 3, start small but stay consistent so you build the habit. Step 4, focus purely on simple, long-term index funds. And Step 5, stay disciplined. Give compounding the time it desperately needs to do its magic.
The absolute truth is, saving money gives you stability, but investing gives you freedom. And the earlier you combine those two forces, the more incredibly powerful your financial future becomes.